Alright, welcome back to One with Medicine. This week's video topic is video games. Are video games harmful for your health, or do they actually have benefits? Watch this video until the end so you find out what does the science say about video games and your health. And before we get into the topic of this video, I just want to quickly remind you to like the video. It shows me a great support from you, and also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell right next to it so you don't miss the video when I upload it. I also have an Instagram account where I share very nice cool stuff, value nuggets just for you, and make sure to hit the link from the description of my Instagram account, give it a follow, also shoot me a DM. I want to hear from you guys, I want to get in touch with you, see how you think, maybe suggest me a video or something. Let's get to the video. So let's talk about the video games. Have I been playing video games? Yeah. I've been playing since I was 4, so 18 years of gaming career. So you can say I'm a gamer, right? And I would like to start this video with the downsides. I want to first mention the downsides and how does that affect your health. So first thing that comes to mind is the loss of your vision. It's a common knowledge, and everyone pretty much knows that if you stay very long in front of computer screens, phone screen, whatever, you are going to damage your sight. These glasses are not from studying and learning. These are from video games. So I've been playing more games than I was studying, if you're wondering. And for some people, it's not really a big deal. For me, it's not. I think I look better with glasses than without them. So for some people, it's like, some people make a big deal. It's sometimes uncomfortable if you don't have your glasses with you, or you take them off, you pretty much don't see anything. So I have to wear glasses pretty much all the time, and that's one of the unhealthy benefits of playing too much video games. And there is one more thing that I would say, which is even worse than just playing video games, and that's playing them in a completely dark room. If you are like playing whole night, which happened to me a lot of times, playing the games the whole night and playing it in a dark room, no light in this room, and you're just standing in front of the screen and that's your source of light, it's even more damaging to your eyesight than when there is light in the room. Okay, so if you are going to play games, then make sure to have light in your room. Do not play video games in a dark room. This also applies to scrolling through internet or whatever, your Instagram, in a dark room before you go to sleep. I mean, you shouldn't be using your phone before you sleep, but yeah, a lot of people use it. Sometimes I do too. So try not to use those PC screens, phone screens in a dark room, because that's going to damage your eyesight even more than with light in the room. Okay, so that's the first downside of video games. The second thing that I think is a much bigger deal is video games are very addictive, especially for men. Women consume them a little bit less than men, but men, a lot of men, young men, guys, are very addicted to video games. They pretty much cannot stop playing video games. I had that period when I was in the middle school, I think. I was very addicted to video games, and especially to League of Legends. And I was like playing them the whole day and night. I was getting worse in school. I didn't go out, socialize, have fun with friends, with girlfriend. I was just playing games, you know. That's a very detrimental thing for your life, because first, it consumes a lot of your energy throughout the day. Second of all, it's a risk job, because it releases a lot of dopamine in you. And that's a bad thing, because you haven't done anything to earn that dopamine, okay? Also, wastes a lot of time from your day. if you play so much video games. It's just like an addiction, like any other addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. It's a huge problem, and it's very, very hard to get rid of it. It's like you have to stop playing the video games and stop for good in order to be like, yeah, I'm not addicted anymore to video games. It's very hard to get rid of that addiction. It's, I'm telling you, an addiction like any other. And it's a huge problem in this world because a lot of people are staying so deep in that comfort zone of playing video games, chilling out with a beer or a whatever. And to add to that is the sedentary part of playing video games on computer and whatever, because you eat, you tend to drink a lot of soda or whatever while you're playing the games. I know, I've been doing that for a very long time, yeah. And I'm talking for my personal experience. You can pack up a lot of weight, and your physical looks is gonna be ruined very shortly if you play a lot of video games. So if that's not a reason to stop playing so much video games, then I don't know what is. And that's what I would say is the biggest part of cons about video games, about the detriments of video games. And let's talk about some benefit, because there is actually benefits, and science has proven that there is benefits of playing video games. Let's get into it. We have to differentiate certain genera of video games that actually have some benefits for you, while the other ones are just a complete waste of time. For example, I don't like the game Fortnite. I've seen a lot of kids being very addicted to this shooting shit cartoon game, whatever, and that's just a waste of time in my opinion. While there is some games, some genre of games, for example, a lot of strategy games can develop actually very useful skills for your life. And some games like Civilization series, the strategy game, and stuff like that can actually teach you about history, geographic, and strategy games. That's why they are called strategy games, can develop a strategy in you. It's gonna develop your planning abilities, your execution abilities, and stuff like that. Also, some games that are very grindy games, like RPGs, like World of Warcraft, something like that, that can actually teach you quite a lot of stuff that is important in your life, like grinding, like delayed gratification. It means that you are looking at a bigger picture. You're looking at a final state of your hero, of the gear you want to get to the hero, and all the skills maxed out, everything maxed out. You're looking at a bigger picture, and you are day by day, hour by hour playing the game. You are slowly going towards that end goal, and you are satisfying yourself with these small progressions in the game, but you're ultimately going for the end, for the max out, you know? That's delayed gratification. That is very important in your life. These games can actually teach you that. Something like World of Warcraft, Metin 2, something like that. These are the games that I've played. So this is from my experience. It's like you are planning your course of action to get to the end, to get to the final state of your hero or whatever, and you are just grinding all the time, and you are slowly achieving more and more and going towards that final state. That is very important in your life, for business, for school, whatever, because you're looking at a bigger picture. For example, if you want to build a successful YouTube channel, you have to go video by video. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to grind slowly but steadily towards the end goal of being a successful businessman, entrepreneur, whatever. These games can actually teach you that. So you be more patient, you delay your gratification, and you are ultimately satisfied when you get to the top. But then you set another goal to get even higher than that. You know, that's what these games teach you. And these games, they are not as much of a wasted time as for like shooting shit Fortnite, you know. They actually have some benefits. And also science can prove this to be true. I've read some studies in a few days back, and science showed that, for example, people who play shooter games, they're very good at tracking small things on your screen, you know. When you're playing like Counter-Strike, PUBG or whatever, you're able to track things in your life better than someone else who doesn't play any video games. You are better at predictions. So science shows that these people have some improved brain skills and tend to be better drivers in real life than, for example, someone who doesn't play video games. It's not like it doesn't apply for everyone, but there is some correlation between video games players and better driving, for example, in real life. There is also improvement in some quiz or whatever situations. They tend to be better at this stuff. So let's draw a conclusion from this video. Video games are most of the time a very big waste of time for you, especially for men. Also for women, it applies the same. But for men, they have to build things. We have to achieve greater things in our lives. You know, we have to make the business, go out, learn to live this life in the reality how it is. Video games are not reality. And we have to understand that there is two very big detriments of video games. The first one is that you are going to lose your eyesight. Maybe it happens like in 2 years or 20 years, but at some point you probably will damage your eyesight just by playing video games. And even worse is playing video games or staring at the screen in a dark room. Don't do that at all. Then the second one, which is even bigger one, is the high addiction of video games. They release a lot of dopamine in your body, so that's a very bad addiction. It's very hard to get rid of it. It becomes a habit. It builds a huge comfort zone for men, and it's very, very bad for your life. But there is also some benefits that video game players are experiencing, and it depends on the genre. If you play strategy games or some games that can actually develop your tactics, your strategy, your planning, execution abilities, also games that are grindy games, you know, RPGs like World of Warcraft, that force you to delay your gratification because you're looking at a bigger picture, you're looking at a maxed out character, and you are slowly but steadily achieving that goal of becoming powerful, becoming maxed out, you know, what I call in a video game. You know, that's what they teach you, that you have to build brick by brick to build a huge house. That's very important in life, because building a successful business or YouTube channel or whatever, studying, finishing the university, it's small steps towards the bigger goal, and you have to look at the bigger goal if you want to achieve great. So that's pretty much it from this video. I hope you learned a lot from this video. It's not a huge detriment if you consume video games a little bit. Do not play them every day. Do not play them over doing something productive, and don't let them get you addicted, and don't let them build you a huge comfort zone that games do. So I want to thank you all for watching, and just remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. It helps me out. This channel doesn't grow without you guys. Also, my Instagram account is in the video description. Make sure to check it out, give me a follow, and I'll see you next week.